In the first video of this series, I said that the third condition is we are assaulted by negativity. And in that, I shared the story of how when I began this Challenge 44, a couple of days before, I was challenged with the idea of, well, doing a news blackout, frankly. And I didn't think I could do it. What I was challenged about was that news, regardless of its political persuasion or angle or whatever, it's all negative. But we got to fill the removal of the negative with something else. Because if we don't, what happened to me was it got worse. 7 times worse can fill the empty void. Nature hates a vacuum, okay? So let's fill it. And the first thing I'm going to suggest you fill it with is reflection. I'm going to sit down and share with you how I reflect and some of the things I do, and maybe give you some tips to help you. One thing is I've got my journal here, and I use a really nice leather journal, gold gilded pages, nice little bookmark in it, thick pages which don't bleed through. So I write both sides, front to back, 200 pages. Takes a long time to fill one of those things up. But it's okay, because those thoughts, as I write them down, some of them I go back and read, most of them never go back and read. But they get cemented in my brain, and that's what we're looking for. We want the reflections to connect and stick. So what do you reflect about? How do I do a reflection? Well, it's simple. Just go with this one idea. It's to think about what you think about, okay? And so I'm going to suggest periodic reflections through the day. But whenever you do it, or however many times you do it, look at, as you reflect back, look at, well, what was that about? It's a great question. And usually that is, well, what was that reaction about? And there's about, 4 possibilities, okay, for the category of reaction. What was I so angry about? What was that anger about? What was that sadness about? What was all of that afraid about? What was I happy about? I was really happy. What was that about? And jot a few ideas down that come to you. Now, I'm going to suggest small, quick little reflections through the day. 2, 3, maybe 4. A great one is at the beginning of the day. So if you watch the last video, it's like, be kind to yourself. Don't turn your phone on right away because you turned it off the night before. And take a couple minutes, get out the journal, put down a few thoughts for the day for you. Same thing at the end of the day. You could reflect back on the day. Something else is take a pause a couple of times during the day. Pause to just reflect. And I'd say set an alarm. Use your watch or something and just have it go off. And it's what you're gonna find is you're gonna be in the middle of the day and this thing's gonna buzz or ding or whatever, and it's your alarm. And you're like, what is that? And you go like, oh, I'm supposed to reflect. And it's so disruptive because you're in a flow of things. But this isn't a bad disruption like I talked about in the previous video. This is a creative disruption, and you'll get re-energized. This is really hard for me, but I am training myself I just go and go and go and go and go and don't pause. And it's exhausting. And I'm training myself, get up and go. And sometimes it's go outside, but sometimes I just need to pause and reflect and go like, am I on track? Am I going where I want to go today? How's this going? And I just check in with myself. So the second thing to do is start filling yourself with positive content, okay? And there's tons of it out there. Remember how I couldn't find any? Well, I was looking in the wrong place. When I started looking in the right place, oh my gosh. So here's what I've discovered is not only there's lots of positive content in podcasts, audiobooks, I've ordered a couple of books and started reading new books. And this course, the Challenge 44, that this is a part of this course, I started doing in this news blackout time. There's tons of stuff. I didn't realize the cost of time to not only absorb the negativity, but the time it just stole from me in being negative. When you take a power nap for 2 hours, you lost 2 hours. and you're not getting them back. So this is, not only will you be reflecting on what's going on, so you're more aware of yourself and your soul and your body and how you're doing, but also you're filling yourself with stuff that's energizing to you and creative to you and getting those juices going. So I want you to try those two things and leave comments how that's going for you. And if you've got other ideas, share those with us. Hop on, go to livetrulyfree.com and share ideas there. Oh, and one more thing, if you're looking for a good book to read, I heartily recommend The Next Level Entrepreneur. It's a great read, it's fast, it's creative, it's fun, plus it'll give you tons of business ideas and help you map your strategy for your future. All right, that's it. See you in the next video. Bye.